So you wake up and it's your 60th birthday and you realize, oh my goodness, I need to retire one day and I haven't saved anything. What am I going to do? Stay tuned. This video is for you. Hi, Frank Thomas here from Wealth Generation Strategies channel here on YouTube. Today's video is for you if you're in your 60s. Now, this is actually a good video to watch regardless of how old you are, because it will bring things to the pointy end of how aggressive you have to be if you don't save throughout life. It's important to know that you need to be saving on a regular and consistent basis. If there's one thing you can take away, it's that. But in today's video, I'm going to be going through what it looks like for somebody who is 60 years old and showing some strategies you can put into play. Now, these strategies are valid for anybody at any age. It's just if you can actually pull it off. You'll see why in the video. It is still physically possible. I'm going to give you some good news. It is still physically possible to retire and actually put a little bit away that you can retire and retire nicely. You still got, if you're in Canada, the States, I'm not sure about Australia, the UK, or other countries. Canada especially, because I am a Canadian, to be honest with you. I know that you also have other things like CPP, GIS, OAS, yeah, you name it, it's out there. So there's lots of government funded pensions. Now, they don't pay very much, but they're good to start with, and whatever you save will allow you to top up from those. So let's get into the analysis. I'll come back with a conclusion at the end. We're going to take a look at the site, calculator.net. I have shown this site on other videos. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into the investment calculator like we've done every other time. And what we're going to do is we're going to figure out, we're going to assume that you're 60 years old, or you're just turning 60, and you've saved nothing. You've saved nothing at all, and you want to retire in 5 years. What do you got to do? How much do you got to put in? We're going to compound our money monthly, and we're going to make a monthly contribution of $1,000 a month. Let's see where we're going to stand by the time we hit 65, which is only 5 years away. Oh, we're going to just change our rate of interest to 10%. I think getting 10% is very viable. We're only going to save $78,000, and I'm going to tell you right now, it is not enough. It is plainly not enough, even if you're saving $1,000 a month. If you have a very short time window, your earning potential also too in your final year should be the highest between you and your spouse if you're married, or your partner, whatever, or if you're single. You don't have to save as much when you're single, but your earning potential should still be very good. Let's say you're able to put $2,000 away. Now, again, it's not great. You're only going to be able to save $156,000. You may have to consider opening up your window by a couple of years. Let's split the difference and say 8 years. So you're going to retire at 68 and not 65. Immediately, that makes a huge difference. See that here? Let's change the 8 from 8 to a 5. We only were able to save $156,000 in 164. $165,000. Now, when we open this window up to 8 years and we retire a few years later, we've increased our saving to $294,000. In other words, we're able to save, because of that 3 years, over almost another $140,000. Now, at $300,000, you're kind of getting into the zone of, this isn't too bad. But what else can we do? Okay. What we can do is try to find investments that are going to return us a little bit more. Let's squeak a few more percentage points. You think, Frank, what is 1 or 2 points going to make? Let me show you what 1 or 2 points can make. Actually, 3 extra points. We go from 10% to 13%. Is it possible? Yes, it is. Right now, I'm formulating my investment account to return me about 15%. So I'm going to consider that. Let's say you're putting your $2,000 a month in, and we have 8 years, 13%. We're only looking at $294,000, almost $295,000. Let's jump this up. $338,000. With those 3 points, we're able to accumulate another $43,000 in compound interest. Now we're getting into a place where we could consider retiring. Because another thing is happening here in Canada, if you delay taking your CPP and your old age security until 68, let's say, when you decide you to retire, what happens is you're going to get a few points more on both of them. And you could see an extra $500 a month, let's say. And you know, it doesn't sound like much, but you know, you put enough water into the pail and you can fill the pail. So now you can start considering burning this down from your RRSPs and your TFSAs or your 401k and your Roth IRA, what do they call it in the States? I honestly can't remember what it's called. My apologies. But you can put away into your retirement accounts and take them out after you retire. And this is only an 8-year window. So if you were 60 and you're feeling like, oh, it's too late, I'm stuck, you know, I should just take the pill and just die and be gone and be done with it, you have a chance to retire here. But you got to get crack-a-lackin', and I'm dead serious. Your time frame, if you're 20 years old and able to put $2,000 away, it's crazy how much you can save. But if you only have 8 years and you're able to get 13% and you can put $2,000 away a month, you can save incredibly insane amounts. Or you can still save incredibly insane amounts in that small time frame. So start saving today. If you're broke today and you're 60, yes, you can get there. If your contributions have to be lower, don't feel defeated. Just save what you can. I promise you, the universe will conspire to work with you if you put your mind to this and start making it happen. When I first started saving 3 years ago, yeah, I only had about $20,000 saved, and 3 years ago, that was it. That's all I had. And I realized I'm turning 57 this year, 56 or 57. I'm really behind the 8 ball. I got to start saving if I want to retire one day. So I started saving, and I could only save $400 or $500 a month when I started. But in 14 months, I was able to save over $100,000. And I was able to put that 20 into it and make it over just almost $120,000 in 14 months. How? No, I did not rob a bank. I had put my mind to it, and I had worked hard. Take a look at my other videos on the site or in this channel, and I talk a lot about all the other things you can do, and this is what you can expect. And yeah, you can retire, absolutely. You're not toast. You can actually do something with the rest of your life here. You know, there's other strategies you can do as well, which I'm going to cover in other videos, but this is just to give you an idea. Hope this helps you guys out.
Isn't that startling? If you have had to wait until you are 60 or 61 or 62, you are behind the 8 ball. The few strategies we found, one of them was increasing or moving out your retirement age. It sucks, and I know it sucks, but let's say you decide to retire at 68 instead of 65. It made a difference. It made a sizable difference. If you increased how much you put away on a monthly basis, and yeah, you got to put away $1,000 or $2,000 a month at the age of 60 or greater. Now the good thing is, at that age, you should be at your peak earning potential. Now, it's not the case for everybody who is in their 60s, and I get that. You should be able to earn your maximum in that time frame. But also looking at balancing, and you got to become more of a guru, or you got to hire a good financial advisor to help you get the highest rate of return physically possible. This is not the zone for getting 5% or 6%. It's just not. 10% minimum, you got to be looking closer to 15%. That would probably put you into a place where by the time you hit 68, let's say, and you started at 60, yeah, you'd be in good shape. You'd be in really good shape, actually. You would be able to top up any government pensions you may receive. And that's exactly what we're trying to do. Now, are you going to be a millionaire? No. But I tell you something, like I've said in other videos, if you just decide that I'm going to do this, I am going to get crack-a-lacking at it, I'm going to make it happen, start saving, all of a sudden, the universe conspires to help you out. And I can honestly say that. Sometimes things go wrong. That happens too. I get it. It's happened to me. Last year I saved a tremendous amount. This year I'm struggling to save because I was out of work for about 3 or 4 months. And that's fine. I had to find the right job. But I'm kind of back on the saddle again. I've got a great job again. Now I'm saving like a wild man once again. There's other things to consider, and I'm not even going to get into it in this video, but that's the long and short of it. When you get older and older, it becomes more and more serious to save more and more because your window of opportunity is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and eventually it closes. Now you really are in trouble. You don't want to get into a situation where you burn down your funds faster than you live the rest of your life, because there's going to come a day when you're going to have no funds left over and you're going to depend 100% either on the good graces of your children and or government pensions, and that's kind of a sucky place to be. But I hope this video helps you. I would say, hey, be sure to subscribe, and if you like this video, please like it. And it hasn't been all good news in this video, and I get it. Yeah, it is what it is, but it's important to understand these concepts. But I do hope that there's a few things that you saw today that could really help you out. This is Frank Thomas, and be sure to check out the other videos in this series here. They're excellent videos. Things do change regarding your age. Frank Thomas will talk to you later. Bye-bye.